It's that time of year again. We're on our way to Quilt Retreat. We are getting ready to load the truck, and we've been here for, what time is it? We've been here for a couple hours already, packing and trying to get ready and helping customers. So now it is time to load the truck. So we're going to use all our big muscles, try to get it done fast, or at least done, and have fun watching us load the truck. We rent a big U-Haul so that we can pack a lot of stuff in. We take everything for the store, including displays, things to set stuff up, and of course, a lot of fabric. The minute we get back from one camp, we start planning and plotting for the next camp. So we're constantly trying to figure out new things to show them and new demos to do. And we're also making new kits, making new samples, and planning ahead so that when we get to camp, we can have a really good time showing all the campers all the things that we've been working on. About a week before we leave for camp, we start putting things in boxes and putting things in bins. We take a few quilts off the wall that we're planning to take with us, and then we're making messes all over the store. So if you come in that week, during that week, I certainly do apologize for the mess, but we have got a big job ahead of us to get ready for camp. And there's always things that we can't do until the very last minute. So it's usually a mad rush around the store the day that we leave, when the truck is coming and we need to load it. And there's stuff everywhere, but it's kind of fun and chaotic, and we certainly have a good time. Fabric goes in the truck first, so we take our time to pick out a really good assortment. We have flannels, batiks, red, white, and blue, Christmas fabric, Halloween, and a really good selection of the whole color wall, and some backgrounds and black fabric and just a little bit of everything. Once the fabric is on the truck, then it's time to put all the small stuff in, the display pieces, the kits, patterns, rulers, all the sort of notion-y things that we want to show people. So big fabric first, then the small stuff. Once the truck is loaded and we've gotten our lists, everything on our list checked off, then Dan will take the truck and drive it from Forest City, Iowa to Okoboji Lutheran Bible Camp in Milford, Iowa. The camp that hosts our retreat is about 80 miles from where we are in Forest City, Iowa. It takes about an hour and 50 minutes to get there from our store, and Dan takes the truck and then we take our cars so that we can leave to go pick up items we might need or in case there's an emergency. The camp has prepared our space for us. It's all ready for us to load in. We take over the little area off the kitchen dining room area, and then we have a little cutting table and checkout space in this area. When the truck arrives at camp, it starts to get exciting because we know it's time to unload it and get everything set up. And sometimes it's a little muddy when we get here. Sometimes it's a little snowy. This year we're kind of getting lucky. It's just a little bit muddy. After he backs in and we get right up to the sidewalk so that we don't have to walk in the mud when we're unloading, then he lets down the ramp and it's time to unload. This will be our home for the next 13 days, so it's time to get it all stocked and ready to go. Now everything that we loaded in the truck this morning gets unloaded into this room, and it's time to hang the quilts and get it ready for fabric. Once the truck is unloaded, Dan will take some time to set up our checkout table and help us with a few other things before he heads back home with the truck. We get a head start that evening on setting up the shop, but most of it is done the next morning. We try to have it planned out so we know where things are going once we get here, But there's always a little bit of, oh, we didn't think about where to put this, or we didn't plan where we were putting that. So it's a little bit of trial and error when we get here and we're setting up. But mostly we know exactly where we want to put things. We know that the gals that are coming here for the quilt retreat are very anxious to get in here and see what we brought with us and to do a little bit of shopping. So we try to get it done as fast as we can. And here are our finished displays, ready to shop. We brought the resplendent quilt from In the Beginning Fabrics. This wall has a flannel quilt and the flannel fabrics, and then a drawer with some notion items in it, and then the batik fabrics. The quilt behind the batiks is called Songbook from Moda, and then in this corner we have our red, white, and blue fabrics, and we always bring along a selection of sale fabrics. Then in this corner, we have our Halloween fabrics and a Christmas line. We have a couple different Christmas lines here and projects to go with it. On this table, we have a book rack and a bunch of patterns and some mini charms and a few other small kits and items. All along this wall, we have projects hung on the wall, and underneath we have the fabric and or kit that goes with it. And we have a few other items there too. And then this is where the color wall starts. We try to bring the whole range of colors for the color wall. For some of the newer collections, we like to keep them together and near their sample so that they're easy to find. In this corner, we have the beautiful quilt from In the Beginning Fabrics and some of our newer florals on top. And in the just around the corner from that, we have our kids' fabric selection and some of our fun new summer fabrics. Our seasonal St. Patrick's Day and Easter fabrics fill out the end cap. Down the center of the area, we have our background fabrics, some grays, some blacks, some browns, and some creams. And then we have a stand that has a bunch of notions on it. We bring along all the notions and items that we're going to demo for the quilt retreaters. We also bring rulers and a selection of notions, things that they may have forgotten when they were packing. Just outside the door of the area where the shop is, we have a checkout table and the place where we do the cutting when they want to buy fabric off the bolts. We will be here at Okoboji Lutheran Bible Camp until March 12th, 2022. Come visit us if you can. Look for the address of where to find us in the description below. We hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and happy quilting!